Hi, friends. A very good evening to all of you. And I'm back with you guys after a gap of few days. I've been also working on a couple of projects, and it's nice to be back. And I hope you enjoy the chat show and talk today as much as I'll enjoy conversing and talking with the two dynamic young entrepreneurs with us today, Monish Jindal and Nancy. So let's all welcome Monish and Nancy.
Namaste everyone.
Stay. Good
Namaste.
evening. Good evening. Hi. So it's a real pleasure and honor for me to have both Munish and Nancy here today with us, a young dynamic entrepreneur. So today, Luxury meets Dr. Munish Jindal and Nancy Juneja. Dr. Munish Jindal is the founder and CEO of Over Robotics, founding president Entrix Global. Nancy Juneja is the founder and director of Brave Up Skills and co-founder of Entrix Global. She is an educationist, success coach, and leadership mentor. So a warm welcome to Monish and Nancy on AdviSluxury.co today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madhu. Thank you so much. A pleasure.
And as you know, the talk is about different entrepreneurs, different walks of life, established people, distinguished people. We ask them about their journeys and their stories. And today, Monish, we would love to know your journey, your story first, and then go to Nancy. So first, we would love to know in your journey.
Thank you, Madhviji. It's always wonderful being with you, knowing you. You are an institute in yourself, and you are an inspiration. And since I know you, almost been 3 years, and we connected, you have always been inspiring us. Not only us, around the people, the people around. And so certain times there have been times when I have gone into my comfort zone, and I'm like, okay, we. Then suddenly some of your posts or your work pops up, and we're like, okay, Madhviji is doing great, and if she can do it, we can. So we get back to work, you know. So well, I started working. Right, I started my family business, joined my dad. We making auto parts at young school going lad, but entrepreneurship was in blood. From there on, went on to India for my higher studies, did my MBA finance, MBA CA, then did my PhD artificial intelligence. So I'm a corporate graduate who makes robots. That's how I'm very well known in my arena. And that's what my passion is. I always say that do what your passion to do. Your passion is your fuel. Your passion is going to fire you. Because either start loving what you do, or start what you love. So I started doing what I love. I my childhood. I was very inclined to Hollywood movies, and also I was very much into robotics and technology. So in 2015, I brought e-mobility to India, the pioneer of hoverboards in India. So from there, in 2015, I launched the startup with three co-founders. In the first month itself, the startup failed. Co-founders ran away, and the startup went debunked. Yes, it got shut down. And then I was like, I never started this for this, that it should go close or get into the box. Went into it, reworked with the minor glitch, forgot a fail-safe sensor in our robots, inculcated it, and now I'm the only co-founder, I'm the only founder, I mean say, the entire company is with me. And the best part is it's still self-funded. We have rejected funding thrice. Myself, I'm working managing the entire show, and we have surpassed any given company in standards of warranties, and we are providing lifetime free servicing now because we know what kind of robots and Autobots, mobility robots, robots we make. And from there on, whenever we talk about technology, we Indians are too good with when it comes to mental work or physical, doing it physically. But whenever it comes to technology, we look towards US or Japan. So I was with the notion, I was in Australia, I was given a green card and a package of 6 million. I rejected the green card, rejected this package of 6 million, came back to India. Then whatever I will do from my nation. Born and raised in Ludhiana. That is why I started robotics from here. That now people sitting in Italy, Europe, UK, Canada, or maybe Singapore, Australia, they all know that this Dr. Munish is sitting in Ludhiana doing robotics, bringing my town on the world map. And then I started giving, artificial intelligence workshops, certified workshops free of cost to the kids, so that we can have interest technology, we can technology in India. And from there on, journey kept on moving, and Dr. Nancy Juneja came in the picture from there. In one of the conclaves, she was an eminent part where she gave her guest speech, she imparted life skills, and she started nominating Hover Robotics kids as the, brand ambassadors. And we joined hand, and the Mentrix happened. And I would really love, like Dr. Nancy, to take over from here, and then we continue the journey. Madhvi ji, you are on mute.
So it's been a very motivational and inspiring journey, I must say, Bodesh. And you make our country proud. Like, you are one of the people who went to Australia and has come back to make our country proud and to work in the country itself and not go there and, have your life over there. So this is very, very nice, interesting thing. And I know something very common between the two of you is that you both have conferred the highest civilian honor, the Karamveer Chakra by United Nations One Congo. That's one thing common between you, besides the Mentrix Global thing. So, and also, I think you should follow your passion, and passion takes you places. And you've been following your passion. You have the complete true traits of a proper entrepreneur and a businessman. Never give up and stay positive. You proved it by being the only person and managing your company, not even getting the funding, and it's a self-funded company, I believe now. So that's really, really inspiring. So now, Nancy, we would love to know your story and your journey.
Yeah, indeed. Madhviji, you journey.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, it's really pleasure to share my journey today. Back from 2003 to 2017, it's been almost, I say more than 15 years that I've seen I am either myself as a student, either as a mentor, mentoring and transforming individuals, or being an director, co-founder, or starting my own entrepreneurship journey. So I feel I'm proud to call myself as an educationist. And all these years, the journey has been not, the glorious journey of the entrepreneur, you might say, filled with glory and success. It had rather a story of a lot of patience, a lot of consistent effort, lot of research and R&D in education sector that has come across, learning, evolving myself, and discovering my own quest of learning wherever I was. So, belonging to the family of educators, my father runs schools in Delhi. So, coming from there, I guess I was blessed with the education in my genes. So, when I saw myself out of 12th standard, it was proposed by my grandpa to join my own family school to understand all the stakeholders of education, be it children, parents, teachers. And I got the chance to work closely. But as my always elders told that one should treat the business as a job, only then it works. So I worked in almost 20 to 25 education institutions before entering my own school. So to 2013 to 2018, 5 years, I was just running pillar to post, working, in every maybe school, college. So it was definitely the journey which made me come back again in my school and making myself worthy of that position, not just as my father's daughter. So I feel that journey started from there, which led me to give a name to it. I gave a name to all the educational ventures I was already doing since 2013. It's been a decade, 10 years that I launched and named it as RevUp Life Skills Unit. I started it doing after my wedding. When being a mother, I thought I have to choose a profession which will carry forward my children along. Basically, RevUp came into picture, because I wanted all the workshops, all the modules, this transformation should carry my own children along. And I'll say before the biological two children I'm blessed with, it has been thousands of children so far since 2003 to 2017. It has been a phenomenal journey. And always been into a social person. By my family used to attend conferences, meetings. Happened to meet Dr. Jindal. I'll say destiny made us meet there and do massive, because to bridge the gap between academia and technology, IT, which I always wanted. So it was really wonderful, and that's how mentoring happened, and there's no looking back.
Wonderful. Beautiful, I must say. And sometimes it's like joining the dots, what you wanted, and it's also about destiny. And you guys are doing great. I know you've not gone only national, but internationally, you're doing some great work. I keep seeing, and hats off to your energies. God bless you both. I mean, we're doing great, I must say. And it's very inspiring, Nancy, that when you said that it was own thing and did all the experience of going through the journey, the hardship, just like
Yeah,
not taking advantage of the family thing, which is so inspiring thing.
exactly.
And you're still
Yeah.
so young, student yourself. So I really want to know how students take you really seriously. It's really young. That's a
That that has also been the roadblock in my journey. I have been told to wear spectacles, sari, and move with that figure.
So, Dr. Manish Jindal is a serial entrepreneur, a Google astronaut, international business consultant, philanthropist, fashion icon, brand ambassador, intellectual speaker, corporate trainee, mentor, and an angel investor. He is a CPA and a PhD, so highly qualified. And again, a very young age, you have achieved a lot, I must say. So it's really lovely to have both of you dynamic people out here at madhurisurgery.co today. So, Dr. Manish Jindal, I would love to know about, the robotics actually. What exactly is it? How did that happen? And if you can brief about robotics.
Surely it would be a pleasure, Manji. Thank you for your kind words towards me. I'm indeed humble at heart and with such a wonderful intro, though I don't know whether I deserve such kind words. But it's the, incredible people like you who's been part of the journey that remarkable things happened. So as I told you that I have also always been so inclined towards technology. So I thought, why not to give the upcoming generations a sustainable, holistic environment to live in? Whenever we go out of home, we take out our cars or bikes, fill them in with the petrol, diesel, and cause pollution. So I brought the era of e-mobility in India in 2015 with a vision that we should get away from petrols, diesel, and along with give a pollution-free environment. You are in Delhi, you know what happens when there's a smoke and all, and especially near Diwali last year, what has happened? There was no visibility at all. So this we are making now e-mobility robots. These are called Autobots, hoverboards, self-balancing e-scooters, which run on electricity. You just keep charging them, no servicing required, no fuel required, and you ride them, no pollution. This is with the vision that whatever the upcoming generations they are coming up, we shall give them a wonderful, sustainable, and holistic environment. Along with, we shall be reducing our carbon footprints. So, hover robotics is contributing nationally at India level and globally, and we're taking world as the larger picture. We are reducing carbon footprints in tons, and this is the real achievement of us when we are talking. And like I'm in Ludhiana, we did a smart Ludhiana is one of the smart cities. With the city mayor, we did one of the pilot projects that we took on one of the busiest roads of Ludhiana. Once in a month, we closed the entire road. The people can only come walking, bicycling, or hoverboarding. The road where you couldn't even walk, barely walk, that was giving you scenic feel of a European wide, platform. Like where 15,000 people joined hand in one single day, and people were so happy. So this is one of the suggestions we have been giving to all the city mayors, to the state governments, to the government of India as well, that we shall dedicatedly close the busiest roads for the motor vehicles, and people can commute on them. Secondly, what we did recently, we came across, it was 2 years ago, I came across one of the, being specially able, his legs were crippled since by birth, and he couldn't even crawl. So we made a special cart, a chair kind of thing, installed it on our hoverboard, and that guy who couldn't even crawl is now called as man on wheels. He said that he couldn't even crawl, now he moves freely on the wheels, whether it's inside the home, from home to office, he's man on wheels. And we've been covered for the same at DD National. as well, and a couple of other channels. And then we are doing so many other things, like we ran a pilot with the Railway of India, whereby a guard of the train has to communicate with the driver of the engine. And it takes a total process takes 7 minutes due to the length of the platform from one to and fro. Now they are using hoverboards and it is taking 2.5 minutes. So imagine state away reduction of close to 5 minutes. So these are the things. So slowly, like India will adapt. India is adapting. We are already number one in India now, and we are featured among top 5 in the world. And the brand has got more than 300 awards plus honors till date. And from there on, I took it as my moral responsibility that I have to share this journey with others. Now, then I've been appointed as a mentor of change by Government of India, whereby I'm sharing the knowledge, the expertise, the intellect towards robotics, artificial intelligence with all the kids, all the school-going students, all the colleges, universities. Along with me and Dr. Nesu, we both are even part of FDP trainers, faculty development programs, whereby we are even training teachers, professors, and lecturers of not only in Indian universities, even the universities abroad. So we're doing a lot, and this was my dream to do something different in India and also project India on the world map. That yes, India has the power to do something different in its own league. It's not that okay, Japan is inventing something and it is keeping to Japan, or US doing something different. We have everything over here, and we can challenge any given nation in terms of when you talk about robotics or technology and artificial intelligence. And why specific artificial intelligence? Because artificial intelligence is the future. Now we are working on a flying hoverboard as well, whereby we're going to make people fly, and it could be soon possible, Madhuri, that you do a summit in the real world and people are coming flying to your summit. So this is the vision that we have seen, and this is what we are doing. And it's been a wonderful journey so far, as people have accepted us in every nook and corner of India. I have 252 logistic partners as of, and we are in every nook and corner of India. And the people say that it's pandemic or how to do the business. It's an opportunity to travel. But people are asking me where your showroom is or where is your experience center. Now they know that it's lockdown, they cannot go out of town, and I say that I have two logistic partners, I can serve you. So we have grown our business. With these 250, we are serving Indian export in India, and we are serving the entire, reducing the carbon, reducing the pollution, helping people grow, nurture them with it. Thank you.
Lovely, I must say, a great initiative, and it's the call of the hour. So Hover Robotics is there to say no to pollution, and I hope that someday you organize something like that, what you had done in Ludhiana, in Delhi as well, so that even we can get to feel like we are in some foreign European country, and it's like no pollution completely.
In Delhi, we are coming up, and we soon we are going to have a marathon of. We did it recently for Khalsa Aid in Punjab. In Delhi, we did a marathon whereby hundreds or thousands of people, they are going to be on hoverboards, and the marathon is going to happen. And again, reducing the carbon footprints and spreading the message that wherever you go, kindly use these electronic means rather than your car.
Wonderful. And it's also for the special people, actually, with disability. You have done it for even
Yes.
people with. Wonderful. And maybe, you're also planning to come up with something like the flying cars, as you said, that for my forums and seminars, people are going to come and hover robotics, maybe flying, not
Yes.
on ground. Something
We are
like
already flying hoverboards.
wonderful. So really looking forward to it. And Nancy, I would like to know about your RevUp skills. If you can tell the audience what exactly is RevUp skills, and brief them about it.
Sure. Frankly, seeing academics closely, being the part of, being in the management of the school, we saw where is the gap in the Indian education system. I researched a lot. I've traveled across 18 countries, giving the research papers on life skills, because I felt that there's a gap of, a dire need to introduce life skills modules as an imperative subject, as a mandatory subject in Indian education, specifically because at the age of 16, 15 or 16, when the child leaves the school, he doesn't have to bother upon just, getting into colleges, getting into into percentage, number games, and then also landing up with no jobs as of now. So the life skills is very much required, which make the child intact, which make the child think critically about himself, uh, get them grounded to the holistic education. So it is not just that we launched, however WHO and UNESCO has given. They are the success skills which vary time to time. We all know. It now we are, putting up in a curriculum, and by CBSE has made it mandatory since years, as making it life skills as a particular subject. Being a CBSE trainer myself, we go to different schools all across Delhi, getting this module. As of now, RevUp Life Skills module is internationally certified, and we have freelancer trainers join us from different parts of the globe. And this is a mass moment. It is a nationwide moment, which calls upon each educator, each policy maker to join in. That's how, when I talked about bridging the gap between academy and corporate, that is one thing which helped the child to, unleash his potential to the fullest. And not just that, he doesn't know sometimes what is good in him. So life skills help them to connect to their own self, to make them understand that this is their inborn talent, this is their skill, apart from the number game, academics, apart from maybe the common skills, which is, public speaking, singing, dancing. There are a plethora of skills that we can be, good at. Recently, we had International Child Prodigy launched, at conceptualized by RevUp and Hubert Robotics, where we had the students all over from globe representing any skill that they have, which sets a marvelous example for the other students to follow. So we really believe that there's no winning and losing. At RevUp, we believe that it's all about setting an example for each other by just believing their own latent capability. As I believe that each person, each individual, be it me, you, Dr. Jindal, or anyone who's viewing us, we're blessed with something or the other. We just have to, catch that talent at the right time, and we need the right mentor to nurture it. Thank you, Rohan.
Absolutely. Beautiful. I must say, a great initiative again by you about this Reva skills, and the children are totally into the right hands when they're with you, with your guidance, your experience and knowledge. Sure, kids are going to benefit in the holistic development. A great initiative with great values. I think it's amazing work that you both are doing, I must say. And I would like to ask now, Manish, that can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
So you're also the Noble Asian of the year 2018, and appointed as mentor of change by the government of India, Niti Aayog. That's really, really honorable. And also into green plantation, blood donation, imparting knowledge in the mission of your life, from education to underprivileged, spreading autism and awareness. So if you can tell something about these areas of you, Monish Jindal.
Surely, Madhuri ji, thank you for touching that domain. Is what I feel that everyone that once he is a company in life, it is a moral responsibility to pay back to the universe for consuming the resources to become wherever we are in life. So wheresoever we are in life, we have used the resources of the planet, we have used the universe, and people have been part of the journey. So we should be paying back to the ones who are underprivileged, or the ones in whatever form. And I'm more into, like, rather than giving a bread to someone, make them the bread earners. So I have so many other initiatives, like I've been part of one of the biggest blood donation drives, whereby their annual camps happen and we promote it. It happened with a very humble start. Someone came in and they wanted to invite me, and I was like, I'm not into blood donations and all. But they said, no, I had to come. And the next day they calling me up, then saying that 84 people with your reference came in and donated blood. And I was surprised that, wow, then Munish just putting it on a Facebook and just vouching it, and 84 people going in and donating blood, it's big. Right. So, and then till date, more than 10,000 plants have been planted directly and indirectly. Directly, I have done two less. Indirectly, people in my name, they have planted so many trees. They love me. They just spread so much of positivity around. And I'm the pioneer of starting vertical gardening in Punjab. We took on the regional campus of Punjab University in Ludhiana, whereby we promoted that if you have lesser space and you are not able to grow plants or you don't have bigger gardens, then you can start vertical gardening by taking, empty bottles of cool drink, Sprite, and cutting them, putting them planters, putting those bottles on the wall, and doing the vertical gardening and making your home a healthy, holistic place. Then, yes, I do work for autism awareness as well. As I believe me and Dr. Nancy Touchwood that it's a divine power working, that we both believe in inclusive society. So in the inclusive society, what we have that everyone is a part of it. We do autism awareness, and thereby in the entire month of April each year I wear blue, as blue is the color of awareness and April is the month of awareness, and we try to make people aware that even if a child is an autistic child, he is a mainstream child, he or she schools, and it is an inclusive society, and this is a victim need in. And then along with our talk for digital and right by Dapper, we go once in a year, each last Sunday of every year in September, all around the world. We take out motorbikes, hoverboards. We go suited, booted, dressed on a bike just towards the awareness of health. And this year, close to 400 million was raised just in one single day. 400 million, yes. So that was the drive. So they say that when you want to do something, people, divine energies, they join you. Wonderful people like you who become part of this journey. So many people. And it is like we do nothing. It is just the divine energies that make happen, and you just become the source of it. So due to that, I've been chosen as the Nobel Asian of the Year, or been given the highest civilian honor, the Karamveer Chakra by United Nations, or many more initiatives. But this is the sole feeling behind that. We have to pay back to the society, and we have to make them the bread earners, not giving them the bread. That is why still at everywhere, whether it's Robo Robotics or Reva or MentorX, we have free education for anyone who cannot afford education. Whatever courses, even if it's a workshop 50,000 worth, a certified workshop, if it's underprivileged who cannot afford it, it's free. And once a year, me and Dr. Nancy, we do run certain programs, couple of times a year, which are totally only for underprivileged and free of cost. And they are certified courses that once they have done those courses, they have achieved that value, they can showcase it and they can further gain value on behalf of that. And I would urge through your this today's StreamYard going live, that every one of you in whatever capacities, I would never say donate anything, nothing to do financially, whatever expertise, whatever knowledge, whatever with the art. And the best part is, once you start sharing, you will see that you are learning, you are progressing in the magic. Thank you.
Very nice. And I must say, really wonderful, great, noble initiatives that you both are involved with. And I hope many in your projects and in your initiatives, because it's such a wonderful thing that you're doing, giving back to society. And I know that you have huge followers, and a lot of people follow you on Facebook. You put one comment, and I see so many people bombarding with their, compliments and all that. And also, you both are recipients of many, many applauds and accomplishments, which I cannot even mention. The list is that long. So, Nancy, I would love to know you as a co-director of Mentrix Global. If you both can share some views about Mentrix Global to the audience.
Yeah, sure. I feel listening to Dr. Jindal, even I feel like all the viewers that we've done so much. Sometimes we miss mentioning noble initiatives, because that is definitely part and parcel of our lives. It is, nowadays, apart from the wealth creation, unless and until we do value creation in society, we are not prospering in the long run. So that is I feel the vision and mission of MentorX, that making each one rise who's along us. And that's how Dr. Jindal has said, it's a call for each one who's viewing it now or probably afterwards. We are one community, one word together. And when we all are passionate, why not coming together and doing something massive for nobly, definitely commercially we all do. We have to, earn bread for ourselves. But there is a message that we want to impart from this channel, that let's be there for the people who need us. And as Madhviji just said about MentorX, yes. So MentorX is my favorite baby, I'll say, out of all the three. So MentorX, when we devise any company, we really think upon the pros and cons, we think upon the board members, we think upon many things when there is a company which is laid. But with MentorX, we thought about just the next action. Since the incorporation, we just thought upon the next action. We kept on doing, delivering, and trust me, the work followed by. The people followed by who joined. As if I say, we started with the mission. We were very clear that we have two segments. We have MentorX Biz for the corporate endeavors we're doing, and we have MentorX Social. And with every of the initiative that we are taking, we have a MOA signed up with near about many prestigious B schools, be it IITs, IIMs, Amity University, Shivnada, so on and so forth. Each of the initiative has a part of social initiative which comes under MentorX Social, which you will find nowhere on the social media as of now, and we don't want to publish it also. And in MentorX Biz, what I was already taking by Revac was the B2C. I was doing maybe modules, courses, but with MentorX, the whole ball game changed. With Dr. Jindal coming in, we started doing, incorporating, Center of Excellence with Government of Karnataka, with many of the authorities. Then we started, we have Startup Incubation Center in Mauritius, in India, in many of the institutes. So we are deep rooted in education. The vision itself says educate, empower, and elevate. So it is the vision which we are actually breathing with each of our action. We are passionate about it, and that shows by our work. Whenever we talk about education, since the new education policy has just begun, and just 2 days before, and we're coming up with the biggest education forum on 8th August with majorly educators all around the globe. You name the university and we have it on the board. So when I say education, definitely we are educating, it followed by empowering the world outside. When we educate and empower, we are automatically elevating the world. So it is very simple. When people don't understand country heads, city heads, the different plethora of activities and the humongous things that we are doing under MentorX, we just say go with the flow. I mean, you being the luxury head for MentorX Global, there are so many things we will be doing in the near future. So what we, think of by adding a person in our MentorX is not, talking about and listing about the projects we'll be doing in the next 10 years. We see the caliber of the person and the capabilities and the vision the person is coming up with. And we believe if the roots are strong, it will definitely bear the fruits. So that is how MentorX came into the operation. And I would love to tell the entire audience, since April, late March, when we started, doing, when we have the lockdown, it was complete unlocking the talents of entire management of MentorX and all the people who joined us. I'll say 125 days in the past 125 days, we've done more than 300 webinars, summits, online conferences, connecting the people around the globe. And not just this, it was not just another webinar. It was creating the success story of that one passion. It was converting that passion to profession. So it is hand-holding for the startups. It is making people dream come true. It is, before lockdown, we were taking business delegations. But now, in this time, we have made people reach places. And not just us. So I believe, while we thought that we are transforming others, it was us who was transformed. And we generally realize later that it is all because of the people that are joining us, the collaterals who are believing in us, and everyone, the people like you who are there with us, that MentorX is progressing high and striving for the best. Over to Dr. Jindal for the rest.
One is electric. This one makes it clear. And you rightly said what goes around comes around. What better than, under the guidance of both you educationists, I know Nancy, you are from the Delhi College of Economics, and even Punesh is highly qualified from Australia, 3 times CPA. So what better guidance can people get then from you guys? I mean, I'm sure it's going to go even much bigger than what it is already. And Manish, if you can tell about the international Mentrix thing a bit also, because you've gone international.
This is what Mentorx is all about, and this is the vision of Dr. Nancy Juneja. She started Mentorx with a vision to have Mentorx be present in 200 countries with say 1,000 offices by 2022. So imagine the time frame I'm talking. 200 countries, 1,000 offices by 2022. And the vision is like, when we come to, as I told you, we need to nurture people around. We need to provide them, educate, empower, elevate them. This is the vision. This is the vision of Mentorx, to educate, empower, and elevate. We saw that there are people who have so much of expertise, intellect, knowledge. They have been carrying decades of experience with them. For an example, right away, Madhviji, you are into luxury domain, you hold so much of expertise and your lifelong experience. And on the other side, there are people whom we can say mentees or students who need this, who are hungry for this knowledge. So we thought, why not to do a hand holding for both the sides? Hand holding of the mentors who have the knowledge, expertise, and hand holding of the people who want this knowledge. So our platform is open for right, whether it's a kid of 4 years, students, youth, startups, women, and entrepreneurs, whosoever wants to get educated, to get empowered, or to get elevated to a new level. And Dr. Nancy Juneja is the global chairperson of world's largest global women movement that's called WOW Women. It's a global solidarity sisterhood movement under the able leadership of Dr. Nancy Juneja. And as of now, we're in 32 countries. We see whenever you are into something, we have to see the opportunity. Once I still remember 25th of March lockdown happened. People were cribbing what is going to happen. Oh, it's lockdown. How are we going to work? Our offices are shut. Staff has gone home. And would you imagine 26th March we went digital. Since 1st April, as Dr. Nancy Juneja rightly mentioned, that in past 125 days, we did more than 300 summits, conclaves, conferences, workshops, webinars. Each one to be the turning point, turning story for the person for whom we did. We did biggest AI summit with the government of Karnataka recently. Directly, we have touched more than 2 million lives, experiencing 100x growth. Before lockdown, we were in 20 countries. We had the path to choose that we close up those 20 offices globally, sit down home, let the lockdown be over. We thought, no, one of us acted as an engine, other one fired it, and wonderful, incredible, remarkable people like you acted as catalyst. And we are now present in 32 countries. Imagine opening another 12 offices just during the lockdown. Touching lives. When the Italy's education system was crumbling, me and Nancy Juneja was the one who took care of the education system, right sitting here in India, teaching their students in Italy. Imagine, we teaching students in Italy, Ukraine, Russia, Romania, UK, US, Canada, Japan, Vietnam, Singapore, right, Australia. So we've been trying to do a lot, and now as we are in 32 countries with the respective country heads, city heads, state heads, we are opening more of the countries, and we are making it a global mission where people from all walk of life are welcome. Anyone, kid, man, women, entrepreneurs, youth, startups, anyone whosoever wants, they are most welcome to be part of MentorX. We already have our virtual incubation center in India. We have our business startup center incubation setup in Mauritius. That was I was invited in Mauritius. We have done there. We have our center of excellence in Bangalore. We are empaneled in IITs to look after their technical incubation center. We are empaneled in City University. We are looking after their entrepreneurship development cell. We have MOUs with Shiv Nadar, MIT, and many more universities. So whosoever wants to be part of a global movement, this is a call. This is a wake-up call to all of you, whosoever, and we don't charge anything. It's a free movement. Anyone, everyone, in any part of the world, be it of any age group, any demography, is most welcome to be part of MentorX. And we are so proud that Madhvi Advani ji is the country head of the luxury domain at MentorX. She is representing luxury in the entire world, being part of MentorX, and we are so privileged and honored that the country head of MentorX. Imagine Madhvi ji take forward luxury. Why not all you can do it? I believe I'm a Munish Jindal sitting in Ludhiana as of now, sitting at my home. There is another Dr. Nancy Juneja, another girl, another woman from Delhi. We are another people from another walk of life. Simple. The way everyone else belongs to this universe. If we can do it while sitting at home, why cannot all of you? Imagine all of you joining forces with us together. Me, Dr. Nancy Juneja and Madhvi Dwani ji, we three of us, we are all together with you. We are going to be the global forces. We are global forces today, and soon, I assure you, soon you would keep hearing many more countries, many more offices, many more people. The behind all this might be the audience might be thinking why he keeps on talking about more countries, more offices. Just the vision is to nurture all of you. Nurture. We want to touch each and every soul. The vision is 8 billion people. We need to touch 8 billion people, and we won't stop. We're still working 21 hours a day. This is a lockdown. People say it's a holiday. Sit home, eat well. We still work 21 hours a day. Certain times there have been times I'm working 44 hours at a stretch, sleeping alternative nights. The vision is we have to touch each and every soul in whatever form, whatever way we can give value to them. We are willing to, and whatever form, whatever way people are giving wants to give value to others, they are most welcome. We are super privileged and honored that Madhvi Dwani ji joined long back with us, and she said that she is going to deliver the value with MentorX to the entire world. So thank you, Madhvi Dwani ji, for being with MentorX as the country head luxury domain. Thanks a lot. And this is what MentorX is doing all around the world.
I must say, and such hardworking, because people who know you closely know how much hard work goes behind it and how much hard work you've been doing already when developing all these things in so many countries. It's not easy. We all know that. And Nancy, I would like to ask you, since the program is about madhvisluxury.co, I would like to know the definition of luxury according to you.
Okay, so you're asking a very spiritual person for whom yes, the luxury is not might not be of prime importance, but yes, it is the need of the hour. We feel good factor that we have, making luxury a part of our lives is definitely sets us class apart. The whole alignment, the feel of luxury. Now we can all the more realize in lockdown how much we miss, getting to use all the luxuries, accessories. We feel that, yes, we are self-sustained, but these all luxuries are something that has been a part and parcel of our life, which gives us a kick, to be there upright, bright and beautiful every day, to start the day with, a new glooming, shining face, and, carry forward with a wonderful energy. So luxury definitely is of prime importance, and I have the whole bucket list of my luxury things. No matter we say that, definitely peace, happiness, everything is important, but when it is added with luxury, your life is complete. The 360-degree approach. So you are into the right angle, serving the nation.
Wonderful. That's indeed incredible. And I would like to.
Madhvi, yeah.
The program is about madhvisluxury.co. So I would love to know your definition as well on luxury.
Luxury, I believe, it's of life. Taste for whatever. So it's one is filling your tummy and one is tasting the food. So one is painting the wall or putting a painting on the wall, right? Or one is just sleeping on the bed or going on a vacation. One is just having a get together or having a extravagant destination. So that is luxury, and I prefer luxury to I myself have a very taste for life. Plus, luxury is the domain that generates the highest number of jobs, work, makes the money, the work, the job placements that happen with the luxury. It's humongous. So I'm always in the favor of luxury. So certain people ask me, what's in there with the painting worth 36 lakh rupees or maybe 50 lakh rupees or with 1 CR? I say them, imagine 1 CR coming out from there, how much more it is going to do to the economy. So luxury is all about tasting the life, tasting all the wonderful things that you can. Those chartered flights, those wonderful destinations, exploring the world, having big fat functions, and getting everything that you crave for, that you want. That is all about luxury. And for that, we do duly have Madhvi Advani ji is with us. So any of you, any one of you who wants to have taste the real luxury, do come down to Madhvi Advani ji. Thank Madhvi ji is coming. Thank you, Doctor,
Yeah.
for joining today. It's indeed been wonderful being with you and for throwing the insights about Mentorex for RevUp as well as Robo Robotics. It's indeed wonderful.
Thank you.
If you could tell, give an advice to the audience on COVID-19.
Stay home, stay safe. And now the only need is you don't have to do anything. Please don't do anything, just stay home. That is the only thing. And in whatever way, whatever form, please make others rise, uplift others. And trust me, I'm not saying this from any book, not saying this from anything that I have read. I'm saying this from my personal experience. Mentorex is my 9th venture in a row since I started my journey being 14. All I have been doing is just trying to uplift others, making them rise. And that has come to me many multifold. Sometimes people ask me that what it gives you by making others rise. You know, what I have experienced in my life, that it comes 1,000 people to you and many uplift others, make others rise the way Madhvi Damani every day come 5 p.m. with wonderful people on her show to share this story with all of you, inspire you so that you get inspired, you change your life and change life of others. So Madhvi ji, you are doing wonderful. One is you are uplifting the people whom you are bringing on your show. You are sharing these stories with others. They are getting uplifted and further they are uplifting other people. So thank you. This is a wonderful, incredible initiative you are doing.
What do you have to say and give a message to the audience on COVID-19? We'd love to know your message as well.
Yeah, so while we are definitely staying at home, and surely in the stagnant point is also coming soon of staying at home, but with that, I'll say this is the best time the divine has given us to discover the talent within. Many of the things we were not able to analyze about ourselves also. First about ourselves, then about our family members, our children, our elders who are at home. This is the time to bind them all together, spend quality time with yourself, connect to your real self, connect to your hobbies which you might have left behind, discover your inner child, and it has been the best time for me, not just professionally, personally, as I got back to my singing, my dancing, my reading, which I left way behind. And each day I'm adding, as my kids are playing, my children are playing, I'm also going back to my games, childhood games, playing, on terrace, and talking to the person next in balcony, which I never had time to talk upon. So it is the time for real connect. It is the time to analyze yourself. Staying at home, yes, taking care of yourself, making yourself a priority. And once you connect to yourself, this is the time to connect to all your family members, all the people who matter to you, and to serve to society, as rightly put by Dr. Jindal, whatever we can. Let's serve the society well. You're already doing it. You are the pioneer in this field, Madhviji. And I feel with all of us coming together, it's a global moment already.
To be here on madhvisluxury.co, much humble, dynamic, young educationists and entrepreneurs. And you make our country proud, both of you, and blessings and good wishes.
Thank you.
And Lord, us to both of you.
Thank you, Madhvi ji. Thank you from our side. It's indeed we are open for entire your clan, your people, wheresoever we can give you any support. In our humble capacities, we are available 24 by 7 to all of you and to all of them. Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah, thank you, Madhviji, and thank you all the viewers. There are many people who we got the chance to meet through you. So let's touch the chords now. Thank you.
Nancy. And as you all know that on the luxury segment, I have all the clients who are associated with me, be it real estate, art, hospitality, weddings, fashion designers, jewelry designers. You can get in touch with me even for finance, law, or even chartered accountants. So we all have all of them on our board. Any queries related to any of these, you can get in touch with me. I'm proud to say I'm the brand ambassador with Sari Sanskriti by Salma Sultan, Nora USA, fashion designer Aisha Khanna, and also with artists like Aarti Zaveri, Padma Shri artist Krishna Kanai and many others. So you all can get in touch with me for any of the queries related to any of these segments. See you all. Bye bye. Have a great evening.